MCPE Studios here again. And so, by the time you're watching this, I will have 5 likes on the Seamless Glass Door video. I currently have 4 already, and I uploaded it yesterday, so I imagine I'll have 1 more by the time this is released. I'm recording this on Friday, and it's probably going to get released on Monday. Just want to record in advance. So this is going to be the tutorial for this. So I guess just let's get started. I don't know, this could be a long video. I'm going to do it all as one part because I find multiple part things really annoying because then I have to wait, and nobody likes waiting. I mean, what's waiting? Like, don't make me wait for stuff, okay? So we're going to start with the triple piston extender. So let's see. You have to actually build a triple piston extender because sand doors were broken in I think 1.0, maybe a different update. So you can see even something simple like this, the sand breaks. So that problem is fixed by actually having blocks here and stuff. If you do it if you have a sticky piston with sand on it, it works, but only for one. So, or maybe it works for multiple. Okay, well, that means I can make this smaller, probably. I'm just going to show you the way I did before. Sorry, I was hoping that I wouldn't get this many likes that quickly, which would give me time to make a new video and set a different like challenge for that one, completely ignoring this one. But, I was going to make a new design, but oh well. Maybe I probably still will. Anyway, enough talking. Let's get into this. So you need the blocks here, and I mean, really, it's essentially the same because you would just be replacing those blocks with sand. So it really doesn't change anything. In fact, it's probably cheaper to use regular blocks, so never mind. Also, I'm going to need a slab, which I forgot about, but let's just see. So the first few layers are going to be like this. I believe all of those can just be regular blocks, right? Not that one, okay. Yeah, sorry, since I uploaded this yesterday, I don't know what. Never mind, but this isn't gonna be great. I don't really know the door that well, which is kind of surprising considering I built it. But so that's this side that we can power every piston on that side. We need ones here so we can power these. Is that right? Yep, it is. Okay. Now let's wire it up. How did I do this? It's the input block. Oh, right, I remember. It got kind of complicated. But we're going to just have to do this. So it's like this. That sentence didn't sound great. It's like this. I don't know why, it just didn't sound great. Okay. And bring the redstone signal up here. So this is our input block. See when that is powered. You get the extension, and then a very tiny amount of the retraction. Like, super tiny. Words are not with me today. I am going to go ahead and change this because it's going to be a different input later, and that will just keep all the timings good. It's like this. Yep. And then 4 tick repeater after that 1 tick repeater. Sorry, I'm not commentating much on what I'm building. Like I said, I'm about as confused with this as you are. That's that's not true. I know what's going on much more. And there again, I just didn't say anything while I built that redstone. Just look at my screen. Okay, that's going to be the most helpful thing for you right now. So this here, keep the same extension, and then it will pull that back. In addition, so bottom part needs to stay extended for a little bit too. Creating a stringable, which is what this is, stringable, or expandable. I think either one works, if I'm correct. Creating an expandable triple piston extender is actually very difficult, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add this, so that redstone there, and then the 4-tick repeater, and that will add in a little bit more. Yeah, actually, almost all of the traction. Now we just need to do the last block retraction, which can be done. You just take a 4-tick repeater, and yeah, actually, you only need a 1-tick repeater, it looks like. So, do is place this in, place a torch here, 1-tick repeater there, and let's put some redstone in there. So now, power this, you get the entire extension, then the entire retraction. So that's good. Now let's move on to the next part. So, okay, let's do the top part. You just build the basic door frame. I don't remember how many blocks it was, but for this we're gonna need regular pistons. So like that, and so the top of the door is right here. Then it is, okay, so we're gonna need to go up from that top 6 pistons. 7, no, 6. Yeah, 6 is right. And place down those pistons. I'm going to go ahead and break these temporary blocks. Place in the glass and that row of blocks, which will just keep it seamless. And now we can wire this up, which is certainly not as hard as the other part. I'm actually going to go ahead and place that line of blocks with glass. And so we can do, you can see some of the redstone here. It's really not very difficult. Redstone. More redstone. And hold on a second. Okay, yeah. I just did something kind of weird. More redstone. Except it's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be here. So, do it right. And you don't actually need slabs on that last one. At least you shouldn't. I don't know why you would. So yeah, you can see how I connected those. It is very simple. This top part is much easier than the bottom part because it does not need to include a retractor. That's the advantage of using sand, is that everything can be done with extension and then a little bit of retraction. Or at least much simpler retraction. I'm going to go ahead and expand this door out. Just do that. Let's cover it like this. So once you get this in, there we go. And now what we can do is I guess we should probably test this, make sure it works. Set stay for a little bit longer. Okay, even longer than that. No? What's happening? Ha! Missing redstone. And more missing redstone. So there we go. Pushes the blocks down. Of course, these sand blocks will be pushed out of the way so you won't see them. Then to go up, just does that. Oops. I gave it too quick of a pulse, which this is what happens when you do that. So be careful so that this does not happen. I doubt you want this to happen. Do you now? So let's try that again. Full extension, which I made it go too far up. Whoops, I'm failing today. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And subscribe. And like. And comment. And share. And I don't know what else. Okay. There we go. So we'll push that up. And then if you retract it, all that happens. So you can basically exchange it between glass filling the doorway and nothing filling the doorway right now. If you can't, then comment below. Or tell me, comment below and tell me the problem. Tell me what's happening, or just watch the video back. So now we're gonna need to place 3 blocks here. Cut 3 more blocks, and for some reason I decided to use pistons, and then place 3 more pistons. Then we're going to need some more pistons on the other side. I'm just using a basic piston pusher because they're much simpler than piston tapes. I never really liked piston tapes. And these are faster, so... Hey, speed. Right? Speed is good. Okay, this is... going to start to get a little bit complicated, maybe. Maybe not at all. Anyway, you just want to place the same, well, not the same pistons, but the same piston layout on the top. There we go. Now let's start with the bottom. So you can see here, this is a pulse extender. So I guess we'll build that and hook it up to here. I just realized how kind of random it seemed. I was just saying this is the pulse extender. But, build that, and then I'm gonna need a sticky piston because of this, monostable circuit that uses a sticky piston and an observer. And get some blocks in, power this, and that will be powered. You can see it, just a line going around there from the pulse extender. So let's see. The pulse extender is not too difficult. 2 4-tick repeaters like this. Blocks here. A repeater there, and then redstone running along there. Then just place redstone there. And then if you go here, you place some redstone in, and that will be the pulse extender. Looks like it's actually going to need to be a little bit different with this block up. One more like that. And then we're going to place a ton of repeaters. I'm going to do this in a little bit more of an efficient way. So it's 3 4-tick repeaters and 1 2-tick repeater. So I'm going to do to just place this in, and then we'll see from there. Good, that works out well. So 3 4-tick repeaters and a 2-tick repeater. And now you'll see what happens. So I'm going to just give all of these, I'm going to power them quickly. to extend these blocks over here. Now you'll see if I give this a pulse from an observer, it doesn't have to be a pulse from an observer, it can be any length of input actually, but that's not what I'm supposed to. Oh, I think I knew the problem. There we go. So then it will push the sand up, and then that happens, and then it retracts, and lastly, we'll need this part to happen. So let's wire that up. Oh gosh. This looks really complicated right here. I don't understand why it does, but it does. So it's the same system for wiring this up. Redstone like this. And then we need a sticky piston with an observer on it. And this will be powered. Oh, now I see why it looks so powerful, so complicated. There we go. So, okay. At this point, where we have this, need to place a bunch of delay in. There was 3 4-tick repeaters. Yep, a block with a torch and some more delay. Okay, so I think I see how it works. This is why it looks so complicated. Let's gonna add another 4-tick repeater in. Place some blocks in like that. Then add a 4-tick repeater in here. And then that can run into a block, and then redstone the block there. So now what should happen is if I power this, the sand pushes over there, it goes up, and it goes down, and then the sand gets pushed over there. So that's good, and that's what I was hoping would happen. So now let's hook this up to the top. So for the top, we're just gonna need to do some similar stuff for these. You can see it's gonna be the same system for wiring it up. And then like this, and now this part still looks decently complicated. Okay, so this part is actually going to get powered by the other line here. So we can place a repeater, a piston, and a sticky piston, and another sticky piston. And because if you think about it, when it's pushing the sand out, it also is going to need to push the glass out, just the way it works. We're going to add some redstone in. It really doesn't matter how you add it in, as long as it gets up there and doesn't mess anything else up. Because there's nothing else on that side, so it's fine. This other part, you can see it looks a little bit more complicated. So that's because it has our input. So let's look at the first part. Okay. Going to place what's going to power this. So a sticky piston here. I just had a bit of a lag spike. That was strange. With an observer. And it's going to be powered by some redstone, obviously. What did I seriously? That redstone does not need to be there. Okay, that was not smart of me. But okay. So this also doesn't need to be elevated. I'm just kind of confused by my work here. Okay. It just seems like I did a lot of things that were unnecessary. So, got some redstone here. Then it'll be some redstone along here. 4-tick repeater there. And then another 4-tick repeater here. And some redstone there. So, oh right, remember? This needs to be a repeater. You might not remember that. That was more like a me telling myself to remember. So we need 3 4-tick repeaters and 1 3-tick repeater going out from here. So it looks like the way I did it was like this. And wait, that's not one of these is supposed to be 4 ticks. So now what you should see is if we give a pulse here, I know that was a little bit confusing. I'm really sorry if you had trouble following this tutorial. If we give this power, that'll get pushed out, and then that will go down. I'll just subtract it. Go ahead and do that. Although it's not really necessary. And then you can see, of course, once you power this, then that is what replaces the window with the open hole, so that you can go run out and pet your sheep. Where is that sheep? There it is. Hi. I wonder what happened to that horse, though. If you did watch that other video, there's a horse that seriously just vanished in the middle of it, and now I'm not seeing it. I guess it despawned for some reason, but it was strange. It's kind of funny. I figured it just despawned or went out. I mean, I figured it just went out of render view. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Might have heard that. Okay, so need a repeater running in here, and then we just have going to take this out and place a sticky piston with an observer on it, with a torch powering it, and then we're just going to hook up these redstone lines, or just hook this up like that, or however you want to. I probably did it a different way from over there, so yeah, I did. Doesn't matter how you do it, really. And then we can add a nice, easy input. So right here is where I did it on the other one. It just requires a redstone line here, and it's really that simple. So now if I pull this, we get some glass coming in. Pull it again. The sand pushes the glass out, and then it becomes seamless. So, thank you for watching this very long redstone tutorial. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. But oh, and if you did like it, then I would appreciate if you like, subscribe. I also like comments. I would really appreciate suggestions for redstone creations, because if I'm going to be uploading 2 a week, which actually probably won't be too hard, but if I'm going to be uploading them, then it'd be nice to have some ideas, because sometimes it can be hard to come up with stuff. So thank you for watching, and I will see you. I won't see you next video. You're going to hear me next video.